standardization. And standardization is even more important because of all of the other devices that this networks with, and Nick can talk a little about that.
The setup of the unit here is very similar to what the user interface has been in the past. We've kept it intentionally simple to make sure that people could easily navigate through the menus and things like that, so you're not learning a whole new system all of a sudden. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate here.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this one to see what you have for this.
You can go into the gun menu. You can go ahead and select what weapon you have, and the ballistic coefficient, and the drag curve right there. One other unique feature about this unit in particular is Brian has gone out and characterized a lot of bullets, but he's also not only referenced them against the G1 and the G7 standard curves, but he's also developed a number of custom curves as well, which are going to increase your accuracy even beyond referencing against the G7.
In particular, if you're shooting at ranges where the bullet slows down to close to the speed of sound, the conventional ballistic coefficients, the match starts to break down, but with the custom drag characterization curves, it's a closer model to what the bullet's actually experiencing at transonic speed. So that's where that comes into play.
So this will enable you to get your lower caliber rounds out to farther distances accurately now, using the custom curves. All that's supported on here now. We've also built a new software tool that allows us to get those profiles in and out of the unit over a Bluetooth connection. I'd like to demonstrate that here on the computer. Pretty simply, you'll connect into the Bluetooth interface here. All your list of profiles that are located on your computer, you can go ahead and build them up on here and transfer them to and from the device. We talked about the bullet library a little bit and all the custom measured G1 and G7 coefficients that Brian's done, as well as the curves. If you take a look here, when you make a new bullet, you can go up and select any of Brian's bullets there, his custom picture, and then transfer those to and from the device. Once it's uploaded, then you can reference them from the gun menu on here, and go ahead and use that.
Apple or PC?
What's that?
Apple or PC?
Right now it's PC. I'm sure we'll have something to support Apple type of application.
The big benefit of the PC tool is that although the display is intuitive to navigate, it can be difficult to enter a lot of information because there's a lot of information that characterizes your ballistic profile, your sight height, your muzzle velocity. You're gonna name guns and bullets and things, and with that interface it's kind of difficult, but with the computer screen you can work much more easily with this computer-based tool. Enter all your information, see it all at once, and then transfer it onto here, and then all you have to do is select the profile that you want to use from the device itself.
Wireless is the only interface, no cable.
Yeah. And the nice thing about it in that case also is your profiles are portable to different devices and things like that. So if you wanted to give your profile to your friend or something like that, obviously that's...
He said wireless is the only way, but no, you can use a PC cable interface if you didn't get the Bluetooth model.
Another feature of the ballistic software is it's calibratable. You can calibrate your solution based on observed drop. So a lot of times you do your best to enter all of your variables as accurately as you can, but when you shoot, at extended ranges, your drop sometimes doesn't compare well with what was predicted. Furthermore, if you give it accurate inputs, you'll get accurate outputs, but it can be difficult to get all the right inputs, especially muzzle velocity. It's a hard one for the guys in the field to be able to measure with an accurate chronograph what their velocities are. So a procedure that you can use with this device is, you enter a muzzle velocity as close as you think you can, and you shoot at long range and observe your actual drop. You tell the program what your actual drop was, and it will back calculate what your actual muzzle velocity is to correspond to that, and then it locks it in and it makes your whole program more accurate. It's like you're training the software to your specific rifle. It's interactive. There's a loop.
This is in production.
It will be in the spring, yes. Obviously, these are prototypes and we can demonstrate things here. Then in the spring, they'll be available. Yes, and as Brian talked about, not only are you able to do the calibration with the muzzle velocity as he talked about, but if you're shooting extreme long range, we can also adjust the amount of drop that the bullet has so that you really can nail down at subsonic ranges exactly how the bullets fly and characterize it very well. So, and actually, we can demonstrate that on the PC. It's a little easier to see there if anybody's interested. We can show you how that ballistic solver works. We have a graphical interface on the PC, and then you can also kind of match that to here. See how that works. A lot easier to see on there.